A ball is a round, usually spherical but sometimes ovoid, object with various uses. It is used in ball games, where the play of the game follows the state of the ball as it is hit, kicked or thrown by players. In the context of sports, ball need not refer to a spherical object, as is the case in American football. Balls can also be used for simpler activities, such as catch, marbles and juggling. Balls made from hard-wearing materials are used in engineering applications to provide very low-friction bearings, known as ball bearings. Black powder weapons use stone and metal balls as projectiles. Although many types of balls are today made from rubber, this form was unknown outside the Americas until after the voyages of Columbus. The Spanish were the first Europeans to see bouncing rubber balls, which were employed most notably in the Mesoamerican ball game. Balls used in various sports in other parts of the world prior to Columbus were made from other materials such as animal bladders or skins, stuffed with various materials. As balls are one of the most familiar spherical objects to humans, the word ball is used to refer to, or to describe, anything spherical or near spherical. Etymology: the first known use of the word ball in English in the sense of a globular body that is played with was in 1205 in Layamon's Brut, or Chronicle of Britain, in the phrase, some heo drywen balls wide und aa felders. The word came from the Middle English ball from Proto-Germanic ballo za cognate with Old High German ballo, palo, Middle High German ball from Proto-Germanic ballon, and Old High German ballacent, palacent, Middle High German ball, Proto-Germanic balla-n. No Old English representative of any of these is known. If ball was native in Germanic, it may have been a cognate with the Latin folers in sense of a thing blown up or inflated. In the later Middle English spelling ball, the word coincided graphically with the French ball, and bale, which has hence been erroneously assumed to be its source. French ball is assumed to be of Germanic origin, itself, however. In ancient Greek, the word I plus or minus for ball is attested besides the word florin I plus or minus I plus or minus, sphere. History. A ball, as the essential feature in many forms of gameplay requiring physical exertion, must date from the very earliest times. A rolling object appeals not only to a human baby but to a kitten and a puppy. Some form of game with a ball is found portrayed on Egyptian monuments, and is played among Aboriginal tribes at the present day. In Homer, Nausicaa was playing at ball with her maidens when Odysseus first saw her in the land of the Phaeacians. And Helios and Laodamas performed before Alcinous and Odysseus with ball play, accompanied with dancing. The Hebrews have no mention of the ball in their scriptures. Ancient Greeks: among the Greeks, games with balls were regarded as a useful subsidiary to the more violent athletic exercises, as a means of keeping the body supple, and rendering it graceful, but were generally left to boys and girls. Of regular rules for the playing of ball games, little trace remains, if there were any such. The names in Greek for various forms, which have come down to us in such works as the A1/2 I1/2 I1/4 I plus or minus I florin I to the first I o I1/2 of Julius Pollux, imply little or nothing of such. Thus, a 1/4 euro I plus or minus I3/4 I to the first I only means the putting of the ball on the ground with the open hand, I1/2 I plus or minus I1/2 I plus or minus, the flinging of the ball in the air to be caught by two or more players. I plus or minus I to the first I1/2 I plus or minus would seem to be a game of catch played by two or more, where feinting is used as a test of quickness and skill. Pollux mentions a game called Episkaros, which has often been looked on as the origin of football. It seems to have been played by two sides, arranged in lines. How far there was any form of goal seems uncertain. Ancient Romans: among the Romans, ball games were looked upon as an adjunct to the bath, and were graduated to the age and health of the bathers, and usually a place was set apart for them in the baths. There appear to have been three types or sizes of ball: the pila, or small ball, used in catching games; the paganica, a heavy ball stuffed with feathers; and the pholis, a leather ball filled with air, the largest of the three. This was struck from player to player, who wore a kind of gauntlet on the arm. There was a game known as trigon, played by 3 players standing in the form of a triangle, and played with a follis, and also one known as harpastum, which seems to imply a scrimmage among several players for the ball. These games are known to us through the Romans, though the names are Greek. Modern ball games. The various modern games played with a ball or balls and subject to rules are treated under their various names, such as polo, cricket, football, etc. Different types of balls. See also, ball, Buckminster Fuller and buckyballs, football, kickball, marbles, penny floater, prisoner ball, shuttlecock, super ball. References